Hi, so welcome back to another video. Today we're going to be going over kind of the things that I think on a personal level are necessities if you want to open a business here in Thailand. So the first thing I'm going to go over is a driver's license. And that may seem obvious, obviously you're going to want to go around, but it really is a necessity if you're going to want to open a business. If you want to have any part in the day-to-day management of your bar, you're going to need to have a license. You're going to need to do cash deposits or withdrawals. You're going to need to get fruits, get extra alcohol. If you run out of something during the night, you need to go grab it. Go run and get cleaning supplies. There's a lot of different things that you're going to need to get in any given night. And that doesn't even include alcohol deliveries, if you order it or if you have to go buy it yourself. So a driver's license is really essential to running a business here. And so that being said, you can really have two different licenses as a foreigner if you want to come over here. And that is being the international driver's license, or you can get a Thai driver's license. Now with the international, it's very, very handy. And when I did it, I'm from Canada, and so it was 25 bucks to go to the local AMA, get an international driver's license, and it was done. Very quick, very easy. But there is one thing, with a Canadian and also American driver's license, there are several other places, they only last for 1 year. So if you're here for a longer period of time, obviously that's not going to work. Or if you forget to renew, like I actually did, then it's going to cause some issues. Also though, I've heard of a lot of people running into issues if you're back in America, you're back in Canada or wherever, and you don't have a motorcycle license. Then when you come over here, you don't have the right qualifications on your international driver's license to even allow you to drive a motorbike if that's what you're driving. So that is something to keep in mind when you're going and getting your license. I'm not going to go into great detail on exactly the step-by-step process of getting the Thai driver's license. There's a ton of information out there, and you can easily just do a quick Google search and find out way more than I know. If you are getting a license, or if you are going to be driving for your business, the type of vehicle you get is really up to you. I personally like a motorbike. I find it a lot easier to get around. When I have driven a car here, it is quite stressful, not going to lie. The roads are kind of crazy, but driving a motorbike makes it a lot easier. So the other option is a motorbike with a cart attached to the side. Now these are very, very common, and a lot of the people who do deliver alcohol actually use these, but also other kinds of deliveries as well. And so you can get one of those where you still have a motorbike. It would be still a bit more tricky to get around than an actual motorbike, but that is another option. So the next thing is really insurance, and that's really twofold. So you have your business and your personal. And with your business, you really need to protect yourself from any potential harm that comes to your business. Are you insured? Are you covered if something does happen at your location? Bar, coffee shop, whatever. Are you financially covered? And I actually went to a place in Pantip Plaza, which is not too far from the bar, and there was a place that specializes in having insurance for expats. For expats who own business in Thailand, they specialize in that. And he had to come down, look at the bar, get the actual square footage, the material it was built out of, and then he could give us a quote. But it really wasn't too expensive at all. It was very reasonable, and that can really protect yourself personally. The next is health insurance, and that one's a big one for me. Coming back this year, I actually have had some health complications. I've had some issues that have had to make me go to the doctor multiple times while I've been here, and I've been using Safety Wing. And honestly, I'm very thankful I have. This video is not sponsored by Safety Wing at all, but I just wanted to give them a quick shout out. I am an affiliate of them, so if you do need medical insurance when you're traveling, feel free to sign up through my link. But there are many other health insurances that offer similar products. I've gone with Safety Wing since I've come here, and honestly this year I've really seen the benefits. I've had some health complications, I've had to go to the doctor multiple times, and it's not cheap. I've been going to the Bangkok Chiang Mai hospital, which is just on the superhighway there, and it gets quite expensive. It's not a cheap thing to do. And especially coming from Canada, that was a big shock for me. But having Safety Wing has really made a peace of mind for myself, knowing that I'm not going to spend an exorbitant amount while trying to cope with what's going on. And that's also the case if you're working in a bar, that's not the most healthy lifestyle. And so it's good to really cover your bases and to make sure your health is in tip-top shape, because that's the number one thing. And the last thing is really a Thai bank account. And there's tons of things out there. There's tons of videos, Google searches, just information on how to get a bank account. So I'm not going to go into great detail. But similar to the driver's license, you need to get a residency certificate. That's really simple. All you do is go down to the immigration in Chiang Mai. There's a door on the right-hand side of the building. It says do not enter, but you can enter. Go up the stairs and you'll see a desk there. You can apply for a residency certificate. Now you can pay 100 baht and they'll mail it out to you in a week. or you can pay 500 baht and come the next day. I obviously chose the next day as I really didn't want to wait a week. So that's quite simple, but once you have that, then you can go to the bank. And I went to Bangkok Bank, that's where I had no issues with. Once I had that, had my passport, I just went right in. I went to the one in Nimon, the location is over here. I went there, no issues, and now I have a Bangkok bank account. But there's lots of banks to choose from. But having a Thai bank account while you're running a business is obviously essential. I don't know how you would run this business if you don't have a Thai bank account. A large proportion of people will want to scan, which is the way you pay with the application, to pay for their bill. But also you're paying your employees, you're paying liquor distributors, you're paying for so many different things that if you didn't have a Thai bank account, I think doing this would really be impossible. So getting that should almost be the number one thing you're going to do. Get that bank account, get it out of the way, and that'll make everything so much easier. So those are my 3 things that even honestly, if you weren't running a business, I think would be really beneficial if you wanted to come here. But if you are running a business, I think it only makes them more paramount to get them so that you can run your business effectively. So I hope that gave you some good information. If you have any questions, feel free to ask. Cheers.